You're my kind of crowd. This is going to go good.
The man we got coming up here is a legend in the making. It's my brother, very talented, man. I love this guy. He's my partner in crime, soon to be my partner in life. Yeah, we're all going to the cozy car. But anyway, hey, you give it a make some loud noise for my man, Atomstranj.
He's Atomstranj. He's Atomstranj. He will sell your bitch coke, and then he will smash her in the bathroom. He will sell your bitch coke, and then he will smash her in the bathroom.
Like my entrance music? I feel like a wrestler. How you guys feeling? You feeling good? Give it up for Marcus. I used to be like, yeah, man, this is Marcus, my partner. And then he started doing that bad bitch joke. Now he's my business partner. I make sure to specify that shit. Give it up for Rob, the DJ, the staff, fucking barrel proof. This is great. Oh my God, I'm seeing a lot of drinks. Good. You need drinks, right? You drinking, getting fucked up? Come on. Saturday, drinking? I'm drinking. I had to drink. Oh God. I've had acid reflux all day today. All day. I was eating a Jewish girl's pussy this morning, and I think she was a little Hasidic. All right. That's how I gauge a crowd. Like, if you don't like that joke, go to the bathroom. My set's not getting any better than that. There it is, right there. Oh, man. It is good to be here. What happened this month? We had, Trump got shot. You guys sound really happy about that. I won't talk too much about it. Every comic talks about it. They all have a joke for it. I'll say this, though. When it happened, I was watching the news, and they were saying, like, he got shot in the right ear, and just 2 inches to the left would have killed him. 2 inches. You sounded disappointed. Somebody went, oh. 2 inches? That's it? 2 inches, you guys, to the left would have killed him. That's incredible, 2 inches. And as I'm seeing it, they're saying that. My girl fucking elbows me. I'm like, what? She's like, I told you 2 inches can make a big difference. Bitch. I was like, I told you a little prick can make a big impact. Oh, that's a good one. What else? We had 4th of July this month. You guys blow shit up on 4th of July? Yeah? You're like, well, it's illegal in town. I'm not saying shit. I love 4th of July. I was talking to a girl last year on 4th of July from England, and she wished me a happy 4th of July. Those laughing know why that's fucking weird. She's like, happy 4th of July. I'm like, why would you say that to me? She's like, what? It's a holiday. I'm like, do you know what 4th of July is? She's like, no. I'm like, it's our Independence Day from England. It's basically our fuck England day. She didn't get it. I had to look it up. England doesn't have an Independence Day. They've never needed one. Like, all countries have an Independence Day practically, except for England. Canada's even got one. Who invades Canada? Who invades a country that's just like, come on in, have a waffle? I don't know. How do you invade them? But look, in case you guys all know, 84 countries on our planet have an Independence Day away from England. That's a lot, in case you don't know. There's like 190 countries. That's like 40% of the countries in the world at one point had to tell England, go fuck yourself. It's a lot. So I thought to myself, we should get rid of like all the individual Independence Days and just have one worldwide fuck England day. Right? Now I know you're thinking like, well, which one of our Independence Days would we use? I think it should be held on whatever the current king or queen's birthday is. So they can wake up every year to 40% of the planet screaming, fuck England. That makes sense. I have a job now. I know that sounds weird to say it like that, but I was a weed dealer for a long time. I'm from New Jersey, chased the green rush out here. And for 10 years, I grew weed, sold weed, did good. Did okay, bought a house. It's in Clear Lake. It's not a nice house. I wasn't selling crack, I was selling weeds, But, eventually, recession hit. Who knew drugs were not recession-proof? I didn't know that shit, so I had to get a job. I got a job at a gas station. Yeah, in fucking Lake County. So, I meet all the movers and shakers of that town right there. They're moving because they're high, they're shaking because they're withdrawing, you know what I mean? I hate my fucking job, I really do. I get stupid fucking questions being a clerk. All the time. Like, okay, the other day, I was getting ready to leave for a show, and my coworker goes, hey man, you gotta go, right? You have a show. And I was like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. And the person I'm ringing up goes, oh my God, a show. What do you do? And like when someone asks what you do, you assume they mean employment. So I was like, bitch, you see what I do. I'm doing it right now. I'm ringing you up. She's like, no. Like, what do you do, like, on stage? And like a big part of me wanted to say stripper. Right? I didn't. I said comic. I was like, oh, I'm a comedian. I don't know why I said that. And then she goes, oh, a comedian. Are you famous? Bitch, I'm working at Chevron right now. This isn't like an undercover boss thing you see happening in front of you, bitch. No, you see my sneakers. No, I'm not fucking famous. Get the fuck out of my store. I love doing these shows at this place. This place is awesome. But like, in case you don't know, on a Wednesday night we do shows as well. But they feel the need that while we're doing comedy back here to have karaoke up front. Because that's what comedy's been missing this whole time. We're doing jokes while shitty renditions of Creed are leaking in through the doors. With arms wide open. Like, bro, keep your arms wide open, but like, shut your fucking mouth. I'm back here doing comedy. I took a hiatus for a little while from comedy. During that time, my brother passed away. So I didn't like him that much. But I did have to go back to New Jersey, where I'm from, for the funeral. And I'm at this funeral, and like, does anyone here have like a friend or someone they know who does that same farewell for everyone when they're leaving somewhere? They're just like, all right, bro, I'll talk to you later. All right, bro, I'll talk to you later. All right, bro, I'll talk to you later. Like, for everyone, it's annoying. Well, I'm standing at this funeral, I'm sad, I'm upset, and all I hear is, all right, nice to see you, good to see you. Nice to see you, good to see you. All right, nice to see you, good to see you. I'm like, who the fuck keeps singing this right now? So I look over, it's my blind cousin, Jeffrey. Nice to see you, good to see you. Nice to see you. Like, did no one teach him another way to say goodbye? There's like 1,000 things you could say. Nice to see you, good to see you. So he comes up to me, he's like, hey, Ad, how you doing, man? Well, not like that. I mean, like, if this is your eyesight, he's like, hey, Ad, how you doing, bro? You okay? That's fucked up, because you're like... So he goes, how you doing, man? You okay, Ad? And I'm like, Jeff, this whole thing's rough. And he's like, I know, right? Like, Tommy, it sucks seeing him like this. And I'm like, well, it's a good fucking thing you didn't have to, then, isn't it, Jeff? Nice to see you, good to see you. I told my mom I'm going to do that joke. She's like, you going to do that joke on stage? I was like, yeah. She's like, don't you put everything on the internet? I was like, yeah. She goes, did you tell Jeffrey? And I was like, it's not like he's going to fucking see it. What's the matter? Fuck it. Give a fuck, you know what I mean? Turns out he did hear it, so that was gonna be an uncomfortable Thanksgiving, but whatever. While I was back east, though, I did stay with my mom, and she has a bidet. Your eyes lit up. You got one? No? Dog. Yeah. No, you're not using mine. Back up, motherfucker. Hold up. You want to fuck my bitch while you at it, too? Like... No, dog, it don't work like that. Hell no. I'll say this, like, I'm not gay, but, like, I get it. I can't do a dick, but, like, a stream of water, I get it, guys. So. I did, though. I fell in love. I thought I knew what true love was at this point. Nope. Now I do. My bidet. Look, like, so when I was getting ready to come back to California, like, it was like a scene out of, like, the Wizard of Oz. Like, when Dorothy says goodbye to the Scarecrow. Like, I said goodbye to all of my family members, and then I went in the bathroom, and I'm like, and I think I'm going to miss you most of all, bidet. I got back to California, got one right away. Right away. Like, I could have came back to comedy a month ago. I've just been at home on my bidet. That's all I've been doing. Got rid of all my dating profiles. I don't need them anymore. Fuck them. It's just me and bidet, you know what I'm saying? We're not, like, serious or anything yet. We're taking it slow. We're taking it like day by day. It's a shitty pun, but it gets a laugh. Like any other girlfriend, she thinks I'm just an asshole. All right, a crowd that likes puns. Well, this is going to be good. Nice. I told you, it's not getting any better from the Jewish girl joke. Speaking of Jewish girls, I opened up with a Jewish girl joke. Has anyone here ever dated a Jewish girl? Is there Jewish girls in the crowd? No? Good. All right, I can say, oh, one? All right. When you hooked up with, you're Jewish or your girlfriend's Jewish?
I'm Jewish, that's my best friend.
Okay. You might... I like debating on, like, should I tell this joke? Listen, I've only hooked up with one Jewish girl ever. One Jewish girl. And she was a virgin. And I didn't know this when we hooked up. I did not know this. It was afterwards. She told me I broke her l'chaim. All right, good. I still got this. All right, good. Nice. All right, we're in there. You know what I mean? I forgot where I was going with all this. Anyway, when I got back to Cali, though, dude, stream of bad luck. I got into an accident like 2 days after getting back here, you guys. A fucking car accident. I hit a transgender person. That's not the joke. You're not supposed to laugh at that. I did, though. I hit a transgender. It was a really bad accident, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, my car got fucked up. They got fucked up. Like, there was tranny fluid everywhere. All right. Yeah. All right. Nice. You're my kind of crowd. This is going to go good. Random thought for you guys. I got a random thought. Like Gotham City, right? Where, like, Batman. Why don't the villains just commit crime during the day? Right? If he's not out, you got all this like money and henchmen. You're just like doing nothing. Stop sleeping in. Get up. Get shit done. Like, Bruce Wayne's not about to show up and stop you. You know what I mean? Like, random thought. But speaking of superheroes, who's excited for the Deadpool movie coming out? Yeah. It's a big thing. I think most people, though, are excited to see, like, Hugh Jackman reprise his role as Wolverine. Right? That's like everyone's big thing because everyone's favorite X-Man is Wolverine. Yeah, who's your favorite X-Man? Thanks for ruining my joke. She said Rogue. It's supposed to be Wolverine. What's your favorite X-Man? Fuck you. You want your time? Most people, I'm not asking you. I can see it in your eyes. You're like, it's going to be Gambit. Most people, it's Wolverine. Ask anyone, most people, who's your favorite X-Man? Usually it's Wolverine. And I like Wolverine, but he's not my favorite X-Man. He's cool, but he's not my favorite X-Man. If I had to pick my favorite X-Man, I think it'd be Caitlyn Jenner. Best X-Man there is. Her powers are being brave and stunning. She could run to 400 meters in under 46 seconds in heels. That's a superpower. She was a woman for 6 months and won Woman of the Year. Didn't even serve a whole year. That's a superpower. She could kill someone and get away with it. That's a superpower. You guys know she killed someone, right? You're all aware of that? No? Hush falls over the crowd. They don't know that. She killed someone. All right, look, here's the story. She was driving her SUV and towing like an ATV, like a four-wheeler, which already is way more manly than anything Bruce has ever done. Neither here nor there. So she rear-ends someone. They veer into oncoming traffic. They get hit. They die. The person who hit that person and the family of the woman who died sued her. And they fucking settled out of court. Who is it? Answer it, put it on speaker. They don't got to pay a ticket price. Fuck it, right? So she's telling someone, did you know Caitlyn Jenner killed someone? She's looking up like, is Caitlyn Jenner in the new X-Men movie? But they settled out of court. I can't imagine what talking with the lawyer must have been like. He's like, I'm sorry, who are you suing? Are you transphobic? You can't sue her. She's so stunning and brave. You can't do it. Just do like most people do who fuck a tranny. Just settle. This check isn't justice, but it identifies as such. Just take the check. He's like, fucking A, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm bad with women. I bad with even people who identify as women. I'm just not good with them. I can't date. I've been told just, it's not good. Like I have weird hang-ups. Let's just start there for first. Like, for instance, maybe you guys can relate. If we're in the car together and you want to change the volume, there's only a couple acceptable numbers I'll let you put it on. Those laughing are like, fucking A, someone said it. Like, look, you get all the 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You get all the 5s, 5, 15, 20, you know what I mean? And then you get like any even number. Right? Outside of that, get the fuck out of my car. Like, if someone puts it on 13, what? That says so much about you. You put it on 13. Fucking 25, 20, 23? 23. Really, bitch? 23? You're just going to leave it there like it's cool? Like, yeah, that's a good volume. Ew. 41? I'll say it again. 41. Ugh. Oh, God. I will break up with a bitch and kick her out of the car on the highway if she puts it on 41. Ugh, Jesus Christ. You can put it on like 22. That's cool, I guess. 22's all right. I mean, you might as well just put it up to 25 and be an adult, right? Or drop it to 20. 20's a nice looking number. 20's only 2 decibels. Do any of you know the difference between 2 decibels? I'll show you. Look. That's 2 decibels. Did you hear a difference? I didn't think so. Oh, man. I like that one. That's a good one. I really, honest to God, I think the reason I don't date is because my friends all tell me, like, you're fucking shallow, dog. That's what it comes down to. You are fucking shallow. And I think it's because I don't date big women. That's just like my thing. I don't date big women. And it's not like I don't think big women are beautiful. They are. It's like a physics thing. Like, look at me. You can't put like a basketball on another basketball and expect some shit to happen, right? I'm not packing enough dick to fuck a girl over 150. You know what kind of girls I'm into? I do. I don't like big women. And honest to God, I argue that I'm not shallow. It's just a preference. It's just what you're into, right? Like, women have all sorts of preferences. I've heard women say shit like, I won't even look at a guy who's under 6 foot. All right, bitch, well, I won't refer to you as a woman if you're over 150. You're bro. I'm dapping you up. What's good, bro? How you doing? 151? Yeah, what's good, bro? How you doing? I'm glad you guys like that. I did that joke in Oakland last week, and there was a lot of 151s in the crowd. They were not feeling that joke. It's just my thing, right? You know what I mean? And so, like, I'm at my job, and there's a big girl there named Jasmine. Big girl. Like when I say big, I mean, like, big girl. Like 2 of me holding a pregnant midget. Big girl. You know what I mean? And she has, like, severe OCD. She does this shit all the time when she's asking questions. Did you stock the shelves? What time are you out of here? So she comes up to me the other day and she's like, Adam, you flirt with all the girls here at work. Why don't you flirt with me? Is it my OCD? I felt bad. I'm not a dick. I felt really bad, you guys. I didn't want this poor girl thinking I don't flirt with her because of some, like, affliction she can't control, right? That's horrible. So I told her the truth. I was like, Jasmine, don't judge me. I did. I was like, Jasmine, I don't flirt with you, but it's nothing to do with your OCD. It's your obesity, bitch. You are too big. Get the fuck away from me. Oh, it's a mean joke. She's seen my comedy, and her name is Jasmine. She's like, that's not funny. You think you're funny? No, I'm not good with the dating thing, man. Women just, I'm not good with it. I'm not good with, what is that? Words? Yeah, that part. Although I did have a success moment not too long ago. I was at a dispensary talking to the woman ringing me up. I don't know what came over me. I was like, you should come see me do comedy. It'll be the best 5 minutes of your whole life. We can all clearly see that's not true. Okay? But it worked. She came out. We had a great time. She laughed. We drank. We ate. It was great. We went back to her place. Yay for me. Hooray for me. You should see her. Now, I don't know what, like, your move is or your move. You guys look like you don't need them. You just, you know, I just laid back player. She does what she's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I need a move. You know what I'm saying? My move is we smoke some weed, we put on some cartoons, we play some rap music. You've done this? Do I know you? Or is that your move too? Listen. You guys have never watched SpongeBob until you've watched it to a Biggie Smalls album. All right? SpongeBob's in bed, he wakes up and just starts going, who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning, now I'm yawning. I'm like, damn. SpongeBob's got bars. Fucking sponge bars, you feel me? So we're having a great time, and we start hooking up. Yay for me again. It's working. The move works. Yeah, the move. I gotta love that move. So by this point, though, in the evening, like, I'm deep in it. I don't mean, like, deep in it. I'm adequately in it. I'm, like, averagely in it. I'm getting it done. She knows I'm there. You know? But we're deep in the album. We're at that song, You Must Be Used to Me Still. You know what I'm talking about? And it was great. We were having fun. It was a good time. Until my phone died. Yeah. So now, we're just fucking to SpongeBob. And that is never good for that groove you're trying to be in. You feel me? This just never works. But like, I could power through it. I could fuck through a SpongeBob episode, you know what I mean? The problem was it was a really specific SpongeBob episode. You might know it. It's the one where they're getting ready to reveal the Krabby Patty formula. Oh, you know it. So the burger's kind of just like coming toward the screen for a minute and a half. And the narrator's going, da-da-lee, da-da-lee, da-da-da-da, da-da-lee, da-da-da-da, da-da-lee, da-da-da-da. Da-da-lee, da-da-da-da. Has anyone here ever fucked the scat music before? How do you keep that beat? Da-da-lee, da-da-lee, da-da-da-da, da-da-lee, da-da-da. Like, I don't know any black guy that has rhythm for that shit, let alone me. Oh my God. It was ridiculous. The narrator at one point takes a break, and my fat ass is like, oh God, oh, fuck, we had a break. Oh my God. It was horrible. She's no help. She's just going, don't come until they review the formula. Don't come until they review the formula. Oh my God. We never found out the formula, by the way, if you're wondering. By the end, we were just arguing about who was fucking on what beat. I'm like, I'm throwing it at you at 2 and 4. You're throwing it back at me on 3 and 5. Bitch, this ain't working. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Real bad. I love words. I love playing with words. I love toying around with shit like that. What's the word? I'm trying to remember it. It's when you go back on your word and you go back on a contract. It's like to No, you're racist. It's not renege. Racist. It's renege, but it's not that. I thought it was renege for years. No. Renege.
Oh.
For 30 some odd years, I've been saying renege. I've just been being racist, just out in the world. It's renege. It stands for renegotiate. Who the fuck knew that shit? Everyone in here was like, renege, but I ain't gonna say it. But it's renege. That pisses me off. Because like for all these years I've been saying renege, but like, I'm not racist. I know every white guy says that, but like I'm not. Like some of my closest, dearest friends are negotiators. So it's renege. Just thinking about what it takes to be a pimp. That is some negotiation right there. That is some art of the deal shit if you've ever heard it. How do you get a girl to go out, fuck for money, and then give you the money? That is impressive. They say like to be a pimp, you gotta like get in a bitch's head. You know how I get in women's head? Through humor. But I can't be like, knock, knock, go sell some pussy. It doesn't work. I was thinking about words again, like with like the word homophobic. And that word just is not, it doesn't work. Right? It doesn't work, homophobic. Like, first of all, let's start with homo. You're not supposed to say that. So why would you say homophobic? And then on top of that, phobic means to be afraid, right? I've never, like, walked in a building with one of my gay friends and had a bunch of homophobes jump up on the table like a housewife who's seen a spider. Like, that doesn't work. The word's just too soft, too, homophobe. Like, that's a terrible thing to be. We need like a word that fucking stings when you call them that. You know what I mean? Something that really hits. Something that fucking stings for those assholes. And I was thinking about it. You know what word we should use for those pieces of shit? Faggot. Right? That's a good word. It's a strong word. Don't be a faggot. Like, come on now. Change the meaning. It hurts. And then gay guys get to use it as well. 2 gay guys out to eat, they're having a great time, it's their anniversary, they're kissing, they're having a good time. Some guy in the corner scoffs. Those guys get to stand up and be like, don't be a faggot. That's fucking, and we can all start using it all the time. It's a good idea. And if I'm being honest, gay people get to like reclaim the word for their own, get to make it into a positive thing, you know? Like how black people did with negotiate. I love being a comic. It's fun. I used to be a rapper. That's not the fucking joke. It's just me telling you guys something. You're like, yeah. I miss being a rapper, if I'm being honest. Like, I was good at it. I just wasn't successful. But man, there are parts of it I wish translated to comedy. You know what I mean? Like the hype man. Dude, if I could have a hype man on stage while I'm doing comedy, just somebody behind me who's like, oh shit, he said OBCD. It'd be fucking awesome. But being comic is fun. You get experiences you don't get in other things. Like, there was this one time I did a show. It was great. I got off stage, went out there, hanging out. Woman comes up to me. She's like, you were great. You were so funny, so great. I was like, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And then she kind of stops and like looks at me and back. She's like, you're the one who did coke with my daughter in the bathroom. What? I didn't want to incriminate myself, but like it does sound like me, kind of, you know what I mean? I said, who's your daughter? She told me. I'm like, oh shit. Little bitch owes me $20. I didn't say that. I got actually a good look at the mom and was like, you want to go do coke in the bathroom? Or like, what's up? You know what I mean? I figured like, why should I be fucking in the guest room when I can be upstairs fucking in the master bedroom? You know what I mean? Step my game up. It's fun being a comic. One thing you guys might not know is usually we keep our phones on silent when we're up here. It's in our pocket, it's on silent. Like last thing I need is a muffled version of Baby Got Back interrupting my set. You know what I mean? So I did this show one time and I was dying. It was such a bad show, you guys. I was just horrible. I bombed, died. So I get off stage. I look in my phone. I got like a bunch of missed calls from my little sister. And then I got one text that read, Dad just died. Yeah, I was like, oh my, what the fuck? Like, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I just responded with #MeToo. I don't know if I'm using that hashtag correctly, but like, that's what was in my heart. That's what As a comic, usually the host will say things like, should I bring you up as anything? Like, you want to say something specific when I bring you up? So I was doing a show a few weeks ago and I thought it would be fun. I was like, hey man, bring me up as like the new face of black comedy. I thought it would be funny. And it would have been funny, except he brought me up as the new black face of comedy. That is a wildly different intro. In Oakland. Was not good, you guys. Was not good. Did you guys know that there is an actual correlation between being really good looking and not being funny? That's a real thing. And I kind of get it. Like, for instance, right now, the people who were not laughing, it's fine. You don't hurt my feelings. You don't bother me. Because really what it tells me is that they want to fuck me. So I'm going to be in the back. Come holler at me. No. To be honest, though, me and Marcus, we started a company. We are selling these shirts tonight. Look. It is donation. It's donation-based. I'm not going to charge you anything you don't think it's worth. You think it's worth $10, $15? Cool. Appreciate you. 20? Might give you a kiss. You think it's worth $2? I'll give you a fucking shirt. But just promise me you're going to wear it later when you go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? I love you guys. Thank you.
The first time I ever saw him on stage, he was funny.
He's very funny.
Very funny guy.
Fucking hilarious.
This is what he does.
He's performed all over Sonoma County and the Bay Area.
This guy has put so much time and energy and attention towards helping Barrel Proof along.
This guy has been a huge part of what we've built here at Barrel Proof Comedy.
He's a shit disturber.
He can murder you for 30 minutes.
Kind of scares the shit out of me.
A shit disturber with a good heart. And I appreciate that.
I love him. He's my favorite.
Adam Strange.
Atomstranj. He's 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 Atomstranj. 'Cause funny is funny, but you're not funny. So he will make your bitch laugh while he's grabbing on her butt cheeks. 'Cause funny is funny, he sure is funny. Your girl's about to get back, then he'll be inside a nuts deep.
Good. I've had acid reflux all day today. All day. Can't help it. I was eating a Jewish girl's pussy this morning, and I think she was a little acidic.
'Cause funny is funny, but you're not funny. So he will make your bitch laugh while he's grabbing on her butt cheeks. 'Cause funny is funny, he sure is funny. Your girl's about to get back, then he'll be inside a nuts.
Earlier today, I should say, I had a car accident, you guys. I hit a transgender person. It was a bad accident, if I'm being honest. Like, my car got fucked up, they got fucked up, like there was tranny fluid everywhere.
He's Atomstranj. 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 He's Atomstranj.
Has anyone ever seen a midget cop?
'Cause funny is funny, but you're not funny. So he will make your bitch laugh while he's grabbing on her butt cheeks. 'Cause funny is funny, he sure is funny. Your girl's about to get back, then he'll be inside her nuts deep.
Did you know there's a correlation between like really good looking people and not being funny? I don't get it completely, but I kind of do. Like, I'm okay with the people who weren't laughing, because really what it tells me is that they want to fuck me. So I'll be in the back after this. All right, make it loud for me, and thank you guys. Love you.
I don't give a shit if you're busy. I'm not busy. Call me. Motherfucker. Let's fucking beat that ass. Fucking chokehold and shit. Think you're better than me, motherfucker. Just cause you is doesn't mean you ain't. Fucking go out there and smack the shit out you. Don't you know? This ain't a game. This ain't a game, motherfucker. Call me.